Hello students, we are going to discuss about classification of matter and characteristics of matter in this video. Matter is classified in two parts according to physical classification and according to chemical classification. According to physical classification, there are three states: solid, liquid and gases. Or according to physical classification, matters are of three types: solids, liquids and gases. Another classification is chemical classification, and according to it matter is of two types: pure substances and mixtures. According to chemical classification, matters are of two types: pure substances and mixtures. Pure substances are again of two types: element and compounds. In second chapter, we will study about elements and compounds. And second classification according to chemical is mixture. These are of two types: homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. We will also study about it in next chapter. Mixtures, homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. So mixtures are of two types. So then matter is classified in two parts. One is physical classification and second one is chemical classification. According to physical classification, then in this chapter we are going to study about the physical classification. Means matters are present in three states. These are solid, liquid and gases. According to chemical classifications, matter are of two types: pure substances and mixtures. Pure substances, elements and compounds, and mixtures are of also two types: homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So we are going to study the characteristics of solid state, liquid state and gaseous states. State of matter and characteristics of matter. First state is solid. First state or phase is solid. Description: has a definite shape. Solids have definite shape. Keeps its shape when moved to another container. It doesn't lost its shape when it kept elsewhere or in another container. Able to be cut. We are able to cut the solids. Has a definite volume. You all know that solids have fixed volume. Can be changed by the addition or removal of heat energy. Their state can be changed by addition of energy or removal of energy in the form of heat. Particles are packed close together. In the solid state, particles are packed close together. Examples include ice, a mug, etc. You all are familiar with solid state around you. Around you, a lot of substances are present in the solid state. You know that if you kept a chair in a ground and in a room, it doesn't change its shape, or its shape doesn't changes. Its shape remains same. Its volume remains same. Means the volume and shape of solid state remains same. State can be changed up by removing or adding the energy in the form of heat. In solid state, particles are closed pack. You know all the examples. Second state is liquid state. Liquid doesn't have a definite shape. Takes the shape of its container. Able to be poured. You can pour it elsewhere. Has a definite volume. but liquid has definite volume. If you to take 1 liter of water, then it remains 1 liter in any of the container. Can be changed by the addition or removal of heat energy. You are so familiar with this experiment. Just like of liquid, when you remove the energy, water convert into solid state, that is known as ice. And when you heat the water, you convert the water into the vapor state. So by adding energy, so a liquid state convert into gaseous state, and by removing the energy, liquid state convert into solid state. So can be changed by the addition or removal of heat energy. Particles are close. The particles of liquid state are also close, just like of solid, but in comparison of solid lesser, but able to flow. But these particles are able to flow, just like of water. You have a very good example of liquid state, that is water. Examples: water, milk, juice, lotions and shampoos. These are liquid states. These are liquid states. Third state is gaseous state. Doesn't have a definite shape. Gases have no shape, fixed shape. Spread out to fill its container. It completely fill in whole of the container, or it completely spread in the total volume of the container. Doesn't have a definite volume or defined volume. If you took 5, if you take a 5 ml of gas or 5 ml gas and keep it in another container of 5 liter, then the volume of the gas will be 5 liter. So it doesn't have a definite volume. Assumes the volume of its container, means the volume of gas depend on the volume of container. If gas kept in 5 ml of volume container, the volume of gas is 5 ml. If it kept in a container of 500 ml, the volume of gas is 500 ml. If you keep it in 5 liter of container, the volume of gas is 5 liter. In 50 liter, its volume is 50 liter, means gas has no volume. It depends on the volume of container. Assume the volume of its container invisible and cannot be seen. You can't see the gas. Can be changed by the addition or removal of heat energy. If you remove the energy or heat, if you change the energy, then its state also be changed. So can be changed by addition or removal of heat energy. If you remove the energy, the gas convert into liquid state, and at very low temperature and high pressure, it convert into solid state. Particles are separated and move freely. There are so much gap in between of particles of gases. You can see in this figure. Particles are separated and move freely, and particles of gas can move freely. The best example is air. The best example is air. Examples include water vapor, oxygen, carbon dioxide and wind. Solid, liquid and gases are made up of matter. All three states of matter have mass and take the space. We are going to discuss some another properties of solid, liquid and gas. S means solid, L means liquid and G means gas. In solids, intermolecular forces between the constituent particles are strong. Intermolecular forces between the constituent particles are strong. As intermolecular forces between the constituent particles are strong, but in comparison of solids are lesser. And as intermolecular forces between the constituent particles are very weak. Intermolecular forces mean the forces applied between the particles which hold the particles with each other. So in solids these are higher because particles are so close. In liquids these are some lesser, and in gases these are negligible. Okay. Compressibility. In solids compressibility is negligible. In liquids compressibility also negligible or weak, and in gases compressibility is very high. What is compressibility? The ability to decrease its volume on force applied. The ability to decrease its volume on force applied. That ability which can decrease the volume of any gas, or that force applied on any matter which decreases its volume. Then compressibility of solid is nearly minimum or negligible. In liquids sometimes when it convert into solid, but not so greater. But in gases compressibility is too high. Diffusion. Diffusion means spreading. Can diffuse into liquids. If you heat the solid, it can diffuse into liquids. In liquids, diffusion is higher than solid because it converts into gaseous stage. So diffusion is higher than solids. Highly diffusible as particles move randomly at higher speed. Okay, clear? So highly diffusible means highly spreadable as particles move randomly at high speed. Fluidity or rigidity, so very rigid and cannot flow from one place to another place. Very rigid, solids are highly rigid and cannot flow from one place to another. Liquids are less rigid and are capable of flowing from higher to lower levels. In gases, no rigidity and can flow most easily among the three states of matter. They usually flow from high pressure to low pressure states. I think you enjoyed this topic.